The Pi network is navigating significant transformation and market scrutiny. Recent announcements like the launch of Pi Perpetual futures by Kraken and Huobi Global considering a spot listing have created buzz. These moves could offer new trading avenues and exposure for Pi. However, increased attention brings scrutiny, forcing the project to address questions about its structure, utility, and transparency. The Pi network boasts over 60 million users, with 19 million completing KYC verification. As Pi steps into the broader cryptocurrency arena, it faces a delicate balancing act between opportunities and challenges. On May 23, 2025, Kraken Pro launched Perpetual futures contracts for Pi Network's PI token. Perpetual futures allow traders to hold positions indefinitely, offering a different way to gain exposure to PI's price movements. A key feature is the availability of up to 20 times leverage, which can amplify both profits and losses. Funding fees may apply to keep the futures contract price aligned with the spot price. Kraken's platform supports over 360 markets and accepts over 40 types of collateral. This launch improves accessibility for U.S. traders navigating regulatory hurdles. The introduction of Pi Perpetual futures by Kraken enhances the perceived credibility of the Pi token. This development could pave the way for further financial products related to Pi and encourage other exchanges to consider similar offerings. Despite the positive news of the Kraken futures launch, Pi's price fell by approximately 3.5%. Pi had experienced a brief high earlier in May 2025, but had since retraced significantly. Trading volume for Pi saw a substantial decrease, suggesting cautious sentiment among traders. Huobi Global is evaluating a potential spot listing for the Pi token, which could boost Pi's liquidity and visibility. However, some observers suggest Huobi might be leveraging Pi Network's massive user base for publicity. For a Huobi listing to be beneficial, it must be backed by genuine trading access, robust liquidity, and transparency. One of the most significant concerns surrounding the Pi network is centralization, particularly regarding the control of the Pi token supply. Approximately 60% of the total Pi supply is controlled by the Pi core team, raising questions about decentralization. Reports allege significant amounts of Pi tokens were sold from insider-controlled wallets, contributing to a sharp price crash. Beyond centralization, serious concerns about privacy risks have been voiced, with critics accusing the Pi core team of a lack of transparency regarding user data. The concentration of Pi Network's validator nodes in Vietnam adds another layer of complexity for the project to manage effectively. Despite challenges, the Pi network has continued to report growth and development within its ecosystem. A significant milestone was the launch of its Open Mainnet in February 2025. The ecosystem now hosts over 25 decentralized applications, indicating ongoing efforts to build functionalities and use cases. Recent updates include the integration of 5 new community-developed applications and a new account recovery process. The Pi core team plans to enable the conversion of Fireside tokens into actual Pi coins and migrate larger volumes of user-mined Pi to the mainnet. The launch of Pi Perpetual futures on Kraken and the potential for a spot listing on Huobi signal growing recognition from established market players. For Pi Network to achieve long-term success, the Pi core team must prioritize transparency, genuine decentralization, and robust user data protection.